what is good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the JYMs podcast. This is just you and me. I am with my beautiful wife.
Hey, everybody.
We are back. This is the part 2 of the Q&A episde.
Yes.
And we are at Disney.
I know.
We're in Orlando
excited.
for our
Little
Valentine's vacation. Yeah. You enjoying it so far?
I am. Yeah. Having a good time.
Yeah, me too. I'm enjoying it. So that's where we are right now. If you guys can tell, got a little bit of the background in the back, but we're gonna finish the second half of the questions, and then like this episode up, show love, and we'll do more things like this in the future. Alrighty. So, question number 1 is, how did you guys meet?
We met in college.
We met in college. Yes.
Simple answer. We met in college, but I don't know. We kind of just hung out in the same friend group.
Yeah.
And then started hanging out together.
Yeah.
But
I saw her like the first I don't even know if that was orientation, but like the first day of school.
It wasn't orientation. It was when volleyball was moving in. They moved in like a week before the rest of the students.
Yeah. So I saw her coming out of the building, but I was trying to act like I didn't see her.
Oh wait, well, I don't know the first time you saw me, but I remember the first time I saw you.
The first time I saw her, she was in so if you went to Trinity, you know what I'm talking about. But in the lobby area where Miss Becky used to sit, like right at the front, she was sitting there in the 2 chairs by the glass doors, and I saw her coming out of when I was walking out of the building, she was there.
Okay, so yeah, it was the same. It was the same.
Okay,
yeah. I was sitting there because he said you came up and you said hi to everyone you knew.
Yeah,
and so I was new. Yeah,
I saw her in the lobby, walking out. What was your first thoughts?
He's probably the boyfriend of one of the girls here.
Fair.
That's what I thought.
Fair.
It was just us volleyball girls who moved in, so it's just us there. Yeah. We were all in the living room, so we just had not living room, in the lounge area. We just had a team meeting.
Right.
And so you came out because you were working there, or you were there.
Yeah, I was there doing. I forgot what I was doing.
Yeah,
I was doing something, but I was on my way to work. I was coming out to leave to go to work, basically.
And he said hi to everyone. I was like, Deontay, and so I was like, oh, okay, he probably dates one of the girls, or
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was not giving a good first impression. It didn't seem like.
But then we just started hanging out together, and then we knew that we liked each other, but it was never really we never really said anything.
Yeah.
We just continued hanging out with our friends.
Right.
And then
Kept
eventually he challenged me to a 1-on-1, 1v1 basketball game, and that's basically what started it.
Yeah. Yeah. So the 1v1, that was the turning point for the whole thing. We played 1v1. I won, of course, because that was the whole point. She probably let me win because that was also the whole point.
Yeah.
And then we went on a date after that, shortly after that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, guys. Second question is, do you wish you could have done anything different before getting married? You want to go first or you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay. I would only say the only thing I wish I could have done different was my career path. I would have made my career path more streamlined. At the time, I didn't really know fully of what I wanted to do. And obviously, I mean, hindsight is 2020, they kind of say. So now knowing what I want to do, what I would want to do, it's easier to look back and say that I want to streamline my career path. But that's what I would have done. I would have had already been in hospitality and started my career in hospitality. That way, by this point, I'd be way further along. But that's practically it.
I think me, before getting married, anything different, maybe just, I don't know, take school more seriously.
Yeah.
Or understand it a little bit more, college and loans and all that stuff. I was just in school to play volleyball, but I wish I would have known a little bit more about
the real stuff.
The real stuff. Yeah. Do I want to be here for 4 years? Can I afford it? Loans and this and scholarships. I wish I actually paid attention to that more.
Yeah. No, that stuff is crazy, man. I mean, we're still kind of dealing with some of the effects of that stuff now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know student loan debts is crazy, bro. But yeah, I kind of agree with that one too.
Yeah. But as far as us meeting or anything like that, no.
Yeah.
I can think
anything relationship wise is great. I mean, I can't even. There's nothing I can add or subtract from it. But more the work world type of stuff. You know, school, career, that
Yeah.
that type of areas of life is what I would critique, and that's what Celeste would also critique. But yeah, y'all let me know in the comments what would you have done different. You know, if you're not married or if you are married, what would you have done differently before you got married? So okay, so next question is, what's your favorite verse in the Bible and why?
My favorite verse is it's First John 3:18.
Okay.
Dear children, let us not love with words and speech, but in actions and in truth.
Okay.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you could say you love someone, or for example, like with us, you could say you love your partner.
Right.
But if I'm not acting like it and showing
Showing
you
it.
that I love
Yeah.
you, I mean, do you really love that person?
No, that's fact.
So I like that one. Just with anything, friends, other relationships, that you have,
Hmm.
like actions and in truth, like that
Yeah.
means something.
Like through your deeds. Like don't just
Yes.
say you love them. Show it with your actions.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something we talk about all the time. Yeah, I mean, you will definitely see the effects of it if in your relationship. If you're not actually showing the love that you're saying you have, you're gonna see that in your relationship. Like
Yeah.
that's a given.
And if you say you love other people, love other people.
Yeah, through your
Yeah.
deeds, through the things you
Yes.
do, not just what you say. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I like that one. And I'm glad you got it memorized. I don't have mine memorized yet.
It's pretty short, so I
I
can
don't.
remember that.
I don't have mine memorized. I know what mine is talking about, but good job. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course. All right, so mine is Colossians 3:13. And it is talking about forgiveness. It says, bearing with one another and forgiving each other. Whoever has a complaint against anyone, just as the Lord forgave you, so also should you. So also should you. Just as the Lord forgave you, so also should you. So basically, as the Lord has forgiven us, we need to forgive other people. So I need to forgive Celeste. I need to forgive my coworkers. I need to forgive friends, family, whoever, right? Because of the grace and forgiveness that the Lord has shown us.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
That's a good
Thank
one.
you. I
Good
appreciate
job.
it.
Good job.
Thank you. But yes, so that's my favorite scripture. I actually, when I was playing flag football, I don't know if you noticed, but we had the scriptures on the back.
On the back, yeah.
I had that one. This is the one I had. So yeah. But yeah, all right. Next question. Next question is, um, how do you live in the world but not of it? And is it hard to stay on track following God?
How do you live in the world but not of it?
Yes.
I would say, like for me, what's been hard for me is music and what I listen to. Obviously, what you hear.
Right. Right.
So, just like I would listen to a lot of secular music,
Right.
working out, which I still do. It's hard for me, but I try not to hear it as much. And lately, I haven't been, and it helps because then well, I've never really. I stopped saying bad words, but
Yeah.
you don't really say bad words anymore, or someone else says it, and you're kind of like,
Yeah.
you freak out, but you realize that's so normal for other people to do.
Right.
So I think when you surround yourself, or like when you hear things that are not of the world, and you're not hearing all that
Mhm.
bad stuff and negativity, it starts to like filter itself out.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
What do you think?
Yeah, I would say similar to that, but more so with family,
Mm-hmm.
right? I feel like when I'm with my family, kind of getting them to understand that I'm still that guy, right? But I'm like not that person anymore. I'm a new creation, right?
Set apart.
Yes, set apart. I'm set apart. So my family sees me as who I've always been, right? Like who they've always known me as. They have lived with me for 18 plus years of my life prior to becoming a follower of Christ. So now I have to not convince them, but kind of show them who I am now, the couple of years I've been in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I would say that's one of the, okay, so how would I, like, how would I show that? Basically, would be being confident in who I am in Christ and not allowing myself to go back to those old ways.
Yeah.
What, family and old friends would expect of you. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to live by the word. I'm going to live, by the standards of Christ and show that to my family, right?
Yeah.
To kind of go off of that.
That's what I was gonna say too. Like
Yeah.
just being in the Word also
Yeah,
can
for
help you
sure.
like not be of the world. Like
Mhm.
you realize, okay, you start to see things differently.
Mhm.
You know, like your perception of things, and then you just realize, like, okay, I'm different than you.
Yeah.
I'm a believer, or like
Yeah.
it's just not you, but you
No,
get me.
I get you.
Like, yeah. What was
Yeah.
it? What was the next question?
The second part was, is it hard to stay on track following God?
Um,
It is.
It is. Yeah, I was gonna
It
say.
is hard to stay on track.
It is hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be easy.
No,
I mean, it's not easy.
it's not. It's simple.
A
It
lot
is
of-
simple. It's a simple decision, but it's not easy.
And that's the thing too, that like sometimes with family or whatever, like when you're a believer, like they think like, oh well, yesterday you said this, or
Right.
yesterday I heard you say.
But all
It's
the
not
time.
an overnight thing.
It's
like
not.
it's hard to follow, and it's not saying that we're not following God, but
Yeah.
it's hard to like follow that path.
It's a race.
Yeah.
It's a race. It's every single day is another lap, if you want to call it that, right? It's another lap, and you basically have to continue to run your race. Some days you might be running slower, you might have to walk, you might not even be running, right? And then other days you're running, at your full speed, your breathing is good, like you feel a lot better some days. But that's life. There's highs, there's lows. You just got to kind of keep that middle ground and continue to have discipline. I would say the main thing with that, yes, it's hard staying track, following God, but discipline is going to help you out a lot.
Yeah.
Just being disciplined, staying in the Word, staying in prayer,
Having
staying
a partner
in
that's going to
community.
keep you accountable.
Yes, accountability is a huge one if you want discipline on staying on track, following God. Because if you don't have accountability, there's nobody really to keep you in check. You can kind of do whatever you want. But because I keep Celeste accountable and she keeps me accountable of things, we help each other out. So that is very necessary. You had anything else to add? Okay. All right, y'all. We got two more. So, just for future reference, you guys can follow along. We're gonna go live on Celeste's TikTok and talk about one of the questions that are on here. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and follow her on TikTok, so we can go live and we can talk about it. It's a little bit of a deeper question. It's kind of hard to just answer. I mean, it's a hard question to answer anyway, but we're gonna go in detail on it. We're gonna have conversations. It'll be a lot easier to do it that way. But the last question is, how do you defeat bad habits?
First, I think, well, sometimes it's hard to know when you have a bad habit.
Yes, that's
so
true.
have a partner that's going to be truthful to you
Yeah.
in a loving way.
Yes.
So sometimes I ask, like, what's something that I do that kind of is like, maybe
We
I
ask
need
each
to
other
fix.
that.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
what's something that I can work on? Something that I do. And so write it down, have your partner tell you, and then see it. Like, see, okay, this is what I do, and then start to notice, dang, I really did do that. And then just try and fix it. Talk about how I can be better about not doing that bad habit.
Right. Exactly. Yes, definitely the accountability side of it, right? And I would say find new habits, create new habits, good habits, right? So you have bad habits if you are, let's say you're trying to get over like drunkenness, right? You want to get over alcohol. Find something else to do. If you're into fitness, right? Start looking at like healthy beverages that you can get into. Start doing research on that. And you never know, that can lead to like a business or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like protein shakes and just nutritional drinks and stuff like that. Try to be creative on the opposite end of what your bad habit is and flip it. Watch the Lord flip it into a good habit. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So that was the last question, guys. This has been part 2 of the Q&A. We are going to enjoy the rest of our vacation. And we're at the pool right now. So if you heard some of the activity, that's what's going on in the background. But it's a nice scenery out here, so we want to come out here and do the video. And we're getting ready to go to Magic Kingdom tonight.
Yes, Magic Kingdom. But we're going to do some pool time, some swimming, and then we'll go to Magic Kingdom today. And then we got Epcot tomorrow. So we got a busy week.
Busy.
But
lots of fun.
Yeah.
We're enjoying it. Being off of work is the best thing on the planet.
Make sure you put some time for yourself.
Yes.
Take some time off of work. Work is always going to be there. So
work-life balance.
Yes.
Work-life balance.
When you can, enjoy some time with your partner.
Yeah. Well, this has been Just You and Me. We'll see you guys on the next one, all right?